Hello, I'm Colin The Head and welcome to this special Meet the Breakers. Today what we're going to do is we're going to visit my local amateur radio dealer, Lamco. You see what it is Colin The Head's had a little bit of a repair done to a piece of equipment that I've got for my radio back home. I couldn't repair this piece of equipment and I couldn't mend it. So what I've had to do, I've had to rely on the expertise of Lamco at Barnsley in Hoyland to come and repair this piece of equipment for me. So I'm really looking forward to today, and I've been really revving up for today to get my piece of equipment back and get it working. And I'm relying on Dave at Lamco to make this happen for me. So today, what me and Meet the Breakers have decided to do, we've decided to go to Lamco to shop at Barnsley to see what Dave's been doing with my piece of equipment that I've trusted him to repair for me. I'm Colin The Head, and this is Meet the Breakers Lamco Special. Right, so here we are in Hoyland in Barnsley, and we're just outside Lamco Communications on the Meet the Breakers Lamco Special. As you can see, it's quite a tranquil setting in Lamco. You can see it in the background with all its signs and that outside. They are the biggest amateur radio dealer in South Yorkshire and in surrounding area. So this is my local CB shop. This is Colin The Head's local CB shop. It's about 10 miles away from where we live and I have to travel out. And what we're going to do today is we're going to give him some Meet the Breakers business cards. Everybody who's a fan of Meet the Breakers needs one of these. There's going to be some counter behind Lamco, so anybody who's going to watch this video and you want a Meet the Breakers business card, get you sent to Lamco and you can own a Meet the Breakers business card. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go in and pick this piece of equipment up that Dave at Lamco has been mending. The people who actually run the shop are called Lee and Dave, and the background roots is CB radio. They started on CB back in 80s, you know what I mean, the dedication, and for years and years they've been dedicated, and obviously their hobby's moved on to amateur radio, as a lot of people do. You know, they start on CB and the hobby just like goes into like amateur radio. They've got this at a nice little shop, as you can see in the background. Right, I'm Colin The Head, and I'm just going to go into Lamco now. Let's see what Lee and Dave are up to today in Lamco. Alright Dave, how are we doing? Dave's busy at the moment, he's just with a customer, so we'll just have to wait a little bit. Let's have a look at Cobra. Look at this for beauty. Breakers. I'm Colin The Head at Lamb. Oh, 270s. Eagle bass mic.
But what he does do,
Silver fronted Jacko. Yeah, man. Original mic and bracket.
It's a bit of a rarity, isn't it?
Proper rare. How rare is this rig? Look at the condition and that. Mint that. Superstar 3900. Original mic and bracket. Uniden 100. Uniden 200.
thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Right, well, thanks for coming.
All these rigs. TriStar 747. TriStar 747. Look at all these rigs. Colt 444. Yeah, man. It's like look at that bad boy in corner there. President Madison with Glock and lot. How mad is that? Absolutely awesome. It's like a shrine in this corner. I'm not bothered about the rest of your gear. I'm just this corner piece is where I live.
There's a blackjack's in
It's like Colin The Head's corner in Lamco's. Alright Dave, I'm Colin The Head from Meet the Breakers.
Hello, Colin.
I've got you some business cards.
Oh, magic.
Right? Meet the Breakers business cards, yeah?
Oh,
We
lovely.
want you to put them on counter.
Yeah. No problem.
Right.
Yeah.
And what we're doing, what we've decided to do today, we've called it Meet the Breakers Lamco Special. What's that? Dynascan.
Yep.
Is
10
that-
metres.
That looks alright, doesn't it? Are they any good?
Well, I just got them in. I might have one at home tonight and have a play with.
What about these, Dave? What's all these about? These are Lamcos, DR135DXs.
10 metre set.
10 metre set, they're popular at the moment. A lot of people are using them. And yeah. They've got a good retail price on them as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they're about 160.
160 quid, aren't they? We've been and looked at your Cobra, we've looked at your Jacko, your Maddie Ink Corner.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's got loads of retro CBs in, and I'm really impressed. I like it. Like I said, that's Colin The Head's corner. We're not bothered about all this.
They're museum
No, I'm only
pieces.
kidding you.
They are the museum piece. There's a Black Jackson there. It's had 2 owners and they've not used it. It's a museum piece.
Black Jacko? What? There's a Black Jacko over
There's a
there as well.
6-band Black Jacko in the
A
box.
to E?
Yeah, A
Same
to
as
F.
A to F and A to F.
With an auto squelch in there, and it's hardly been used. It's
Yeah.
still boxed. It'll never get used. It'll just be sat in a museum. That's all it is.
In your museum.
In our
At least
museum.
it's in safe hands. Dynascan 10 metre radio. Dave's just got them in new at Lamb's, and we're just taking a look at one lit up. Whoa, look at that. It looks a bit like a striker, doesn't it?
Yeah, or reminiscent of a Ranger.
Reminiscent of a Ranger.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that.
Easy to read. Big signal meter on it. It's got a big band coverage on it. They come as 10 metre radios, so totally legal to
It's
use.
up to 60 as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
So the
What's power like?
about 25 watt, I should imagine.
Standard.
These, yeah. You can go into the menu and these Clarify usually works on RX, but you can switch it over. You can see if you can get into this thing.
Yeah, SHIRLEY.
Might be.
Oh yeah, man. They're alright, aren't they, for a new set?
Yeah, you can squelch level. See the fine tune there.
Yeah.
There you go. That now works on receive and transmit, and
That's
it
a
tracks
trim.
together like a shift.
Trim KC shift.
Yeah, it just goes straight up. Yeah, there's no messing about in it. So this just a radio we got in to try, and to see what people think of them.
Yeah, get a will and tell me what you think.
I will do. Yeah, I'll probably take one home and have a play with it.
And how much are them a piece?
Yeah, 149.95. They'll be the same price. They're £10 dearer. I've got some Superstars CRT 9900s coming in.
9900s.
Yeah, they're quite pokey radio for such a small chassis. Unusual radio, very unusual. The receiver was very, very good. I tried one a while back and it's not bad. 6900, going halfway between retro and this modern stuff.
Yeah.
Again, CRT, and we've got some interesting radio. I'll show you one of these. These are for taxi drivers, lorry drivers that I'm not bothered about.
Brilliant, thank you so much.
You've got to see this. And you can change the colour on the screen.
Yeah.
That's it. That's a CRT mic, multi-European standard. That is an amazing piece of kit.
Compact, innit?
Yeah, and we're going to be trying getting one with the channel display on here, so your mic just plugs in. The other thing is you can plug a speaker mic into that. Signal meter, everything comes up, frequency readout, channel readout.
Rig in your hand.
Yeah, basically.
Rig in your hand. CRT rig in your hand.
Now that's a nice little set. You get a bracket with it. Colin's favourite, thumb screws.
They get thumb screws and
thumb
everything.
screws with it. Can't have a radio without thumb screws. These, I think these are about £85, somewhere around there, 85 or 89. I've sold one or two. In fact, this is my last one out, my last batch, and I've kept it back to play with.
Yeah.
And I'm due to get some more soon. So nice radio, unusual.
Yeah. I've just put a serial game master up, by the way. I haven't mentioned it yet, but yeah.
I'll be getting those in soon.
Took IMAX down, put it up at same height on same coax,
It's better.
and it's better on receive and transmit. So that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Really. Serial game master, cutting edge, fiberglass antenna. All going on at Lam Communications today, innit? So look at this serial mags in that. Look, we've got serial mags at that.
These are subject to availability. Then they're not the easiest things to get hold of. Yeah. Is it a bigger than you wanted?
Well, it went wrong way round. Did you see it?
Yeah, I've got
It went wrong way round. I'm actually helping them. This icon power lead on wrong way round. What, wrong way round? It needs to
Well,
be
I'll do
that
as soon
way.
as I get a linear in.
Need to say icon in, keep bottom right. Shouldn't say icon, wrong way
Of
round.
course I will,
Icon's
David,
got to
no
be this
problem.
side. Right, are we going to have a look at this linear then, Dave? Please?
Colin's linear.
Collins linear. Collins linear. I've come to pick a linear up today and Dave's prepared it for us. Like, tell us what you've done to this amplifier to make it safe and make it work.
In short, I've Colin proofed it. That's what I've done, I've Colin proofed it. Beefed the combiner up and I've beefed the feedback resistors up. I had to swap a couple of transistor out. I couldn't get the right one, so I got the nearest I could get to the spec on it. And instead of having like too low and too high, I've put a low and a high and a low and a high. The only thing is, don't drive these things with more than 5 watts. This one will do 2 ton as it is. You could put a bit more into it and you get up to 300 watt, but you start having like the fuse holders burn out and they just give way. The other thing is the heatsink could do with a bit more. It's not enough. If you're going to use one of these, gentlemen, use it with a fan, please. The fuse, that's the only thing I could get at short notice. I beefed the fuses. It's a bit big, but it'll do the job. It'll stop it from going bang. So, as much as I can tell you. But it does actually work. You can use it again, Colin. It's safe. Just don't drive it too hard. They do run away with themselves.
Thank you, Dave. Cheers for that, Dave.
5 watts in.
That's what I'm driving it with.
Yeah,
that's what I'm driving at the moment
because
at
of the
home.
transistor mismatch on it.
Right.
Because you'll not get, because there's 2 lower gains. Most you'll get out in it is 2 ton, and it does deliver 2 ton for 5 watts. I did creep it up a bit. On about 6, it'll jump to about 2.5. You can actually get more out of it if you take the resistor and the capacitor and like I've done there. I've shorted that out. It's doing a bit more. If you want me to take it out and leave it as it is, so it's safety, it's doing about 2.5 as it is.
It'll do 2.5. So
as it is, but it's up to you
with
when you want
5
to use
in.
it.
That's enough for me.
If you just want, if you'd be safer to run it at 2, to be honest with you, I just did a test on it. I've actually put 8 watts into it and it shot over 300 watt. I would advise running it at that. No. Not really, if you want it to live.
Right, Dave, thank you.
You're welcome.
I picked up my amplifier. I'm going to take my amplifier home, I'm going to use it. And obviously this amplifier may feature in another episode of Meet the Breakers soon. Well, what a pleasant experience that way. I've just visited Lamco here at Hoyland in Barnsley. And what a pleasant experience. Dave in Lamco didn't want to get rid of us. He wanted to show stuff to us all afternoon. I wish I didn't have work because, jumping hell, I just stopped in there all day and talked all day to Dave. And what a friendly, pleasant experience it was to go to Lamco today. So we've been to Lamco at Barnsley and it's been awesome. You know, as you can see, he's passionate about his hobby. He's not also passionate about his hobby, he also runs a business connected to his hobby. So if anyone turns round here and says CB and amateur radio is dead, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. Because at the end of the day, there's still dedicated operators out there and people that have got a passion about radio. And Dave at Lamco's just one of us. You know, there's thousands and thousands of us. And we're just here and we've had a very good day at Lamco today at Barnsley. Couldn't have gone any better. Lamfest. This is at Lamco's next AM rally that's going to be held. And it's going to be on 21st of June. Meet the Breakers' destiny, innit? To be on Lamco Flyer. Meet the Breakers' destiny is to be on Flyer for Lamco. A lot of rigs and CBs. To say that he's an amateur radio dealer, you know, he's an amateur radio, they are amateur radio dealers, but there is actually a lot of equipment in there that can be modified and it can be used on 11 meters. You know what I mean? So, you know, respect to Dave and Lee at Lamco. You know, you're doing a great job, guys. Can't knock you for it. Really, to be fair, Lamco Communications is quite a rarity to nowadays. You know, they're in like I said, there ain't many shops about like Lam Communications at Hoyland in Barnsley. They're in the shop that provides the service that Lamco is still providing, and I think that'll make Lamco survive in this market that is CB radio and amateur radio. There's nobody else out there doing it no more. There's no Super Slabs left. Super Slab packed up years ago. Truck King Youth packed up as well. Radar. I mean, who goes to Radar at Bolton? Radar doesn't even want to sell you a PL259. Never mind an antenna that has got propped up in back its shop. You know what I mean? We're going to have to go to Radar. Meet the Breakers goes to Radar. Yeah, your fortnights were grumpy, right? We know the grumpiest man. It's just like, who else is CB shops? There ain't none. There just ain't none. There's just not, doesn't exist no more.